Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I'm Katerina and today I bring you a different kind of video. Today I'm going to share what I want my beauty stash for both makeup and everything else to look like. As you guys know, as you guys might know, I've done my inventories and I didn't like what I saw and what I found about my current stash. So I decided to sit down and pretty much imagine what I would like to have my stash looking like, and this will probably make more sense once I actually get into the video. But yeah, I'm going to share what my goal is pretty much, and yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get my numbers down to that. But before we get into that, if you guys noticed, I cut my hair, so that's nice. My hair is no longer quite as damaged as it used to be. If you guys were around back in January, a hairdresser basically butchered my hair so I was just letting it grow so I could make another cut, and I actually did it myself. So yeah, and this is actually my natural texture as well. So yeah, I don't think you guys ever saw me with my hair like this, and I was just looking in my mirror. So yeah, just to get that out of the way. So getting into the video, I'm going to share what my numbers currently look like and what I want them to be, and I'm going to put those numbers here as well so it's easier for you guys to follow along. So let's start with my makeup portion. Currently I have 7 primers. My goal is to have 0. I don't think that will be too hard to do because there are 7 sachet samples. So I'm pretty confident I'll be able to get my numbers down to 0 next year. Then next up we have foundation. I currently have 7 and I want to get down to 2. 1 powder, 1 liquid. I don't think I'll be able to get them down to 2 next year, maybe in 2026, but I still have foundations that are pretty full, so yeah, next is coming as always. Next up we have concealer. I currently have 4 and I want to get down to 3. I'm thinking like 1 more natural, with a more natural finish, 1 more fuller coverage, and just 1 that I can try and use up, and buy another one different to try if I want to. For powder, I currently have 3 and I want to have maximum 4, and that's because I want to have a loose powder, which I'm really enjoying right now. I want to have a under eye brightening powder, a setting powder, just like a compact one. I was forgetting the word, and I wouldn't mind at all to have an extra setting powder in a compact form. Gosh. Setting spray, I have 1 and I want to get down to 0. That would probably be possible next year as long as I actually use the setting spray that I have. But as you guys can probably tell by me having the goal of having 0, I don't use setting spray at all. Basically, I have to remind myself to use it, and I don't find it practical. So yeah, bronzer, I have 1 and I want to stay at 1. I currently have a Franken one. I will probably keep on frankening until I'm done with the eyeshadows that I don't really want to have anymore. So yeah, it's a nice way to use up some eyeshadows as well. Blushes, I'm at 7, 2 of them being Frankens, and I want to get down to 4. That will be a long-term goal, obviously. Blush is probably the hardest item for me to use up. But yeah, I currently have 1 Franken powder blush, which I think I might be able to use up before the end of the year. 1 Franken cream blush, which I'm pretty sure I'll be able to use up next year. And then I'll have to use up 1 more. So yeah, a little bit scary, but we'll get there. For highlighter, I currently have 3 and I want to get down to 1. That won't be possible anytime soon. I'm currently using up one Franken highlighter, which is, I would say, like a third the way gone. I then have Franken of 2 NYX highlighters together. And then I have my Bonnie Lou, which is way too dark for me, so I'll have to mix it with eyeshadows or even get a super light highlighter to mix it with. So yeah, it will take me a while, but yeah. For eyebrows, I currently have 3 products, being a powder, a pencil and a pomade. I want to get down to 2, probably those being either a powder and a pencil or a pomade and a pencil, and I'll make a powder with my eyeshadows, which is what I'm actually using because I'm not using the powder eyebrow products at all still yet. Eye primer, I have 2, I want to have 2. I have one that I prime my whole lid with, and then I have some kind of glitter primer, which is actually an under eye primer, but it works perfectly as a glitter primer. So yeah, we are good on that. Then eyeshadow. I have 324 eyeshadows. I looked through my eyeshadow stash and I decided which eyeshadows I wanted to use up. Those being my oldest eyeshadows. I'm still giving the chance to my newest eyeshadows to convince me otherwise, but subtracting the eyeshadows that I already know I don't want to have around, I'll want to have 298 eyeshadows, which is still quite a bit, but 26 eyeshadows less, so with that being a difference of 26 eyeshadows, it will probably take me a while. Then next up to eyeliner, I currently have 7 and I want to get down to 3. I have 10 of them, 3 of them being the same, so that's kind of one less problem, but a little bit more time working on them. But I want to get down to 3, those being 1 black pencil, 1 black eyeliner, and 1 extra eyeliner that I can just play around, or maybe a backup. I don't really care what the extra one is, it's just some wiggle room basically. Then we have mascara. I only have 1, I only want 1. I'm not going to stress myself about having a backup for a couple of weeks or something like that, but overall I only want to have 1 mascara. Lip liners, I have 2 and I put my goal at 2. I'm not sure if I want 2, if I want less, if I want more, but I don't mind having 2. I don't really want to have more, so I'm just going to keep it at 2 for now. Lipsticks, I have 9 currently, but I want to get down to 7. And what I'm thinking is I have 2 lipsticks that I'm working on, and I don't really want to replace them because one of them already has a backup in my drawer as well. So with those 2 less, I just want to have 7. Once again, I might have a bigger or a smaller goal in the future, but for now 7 would be fine. Lip glosses, I currently have 5, I want to have 3. I did pretty much the same thing. I looked through my collection and I tried to understand what items I wouldn't mind not having, and those would be 2 of my lip glosses, one of them being the Buxom one that I hate because it just balls up. You can't like apply different layers of it on your lips. You have to apply a layer and then wipe it off before you apply a new layer. So that's a hassle, especially for me that use my lip products mostly at work. It's not practical at all, but yeah, I don't want that. And I also don't really want to have both of my Hello Sundays SPF lip balms or lip tints or something. Lip balms, apparently. But I count them as glosses. So yeah, 5 lip glosses, I want to get down to 3. Lastly, for lip oils, I currently have 1 I wouldn't mind to keep it, so I'm just keeping my goal at 1. That would bring my collection down from 387 products to 334 products. So basically I want to use up 53 items for my collection, makeup collection. So yeah, quite a difference. Moving on to my beauty stash. And if you can hear Max barking, I'm so sorry, but he's just probably arguing with the neighbors, or hopefully the neighbor's dog. For my beauty stash, I'm going to go down what I have on my list because I really don't have the time to go and look through the order that I shared it in my actual inventory video, so I'm sorry if that bothers anyone, but I'll still share each category. Micellar water, I have 1. I want to keep it at 1. It comes in handy when I'm just applying my makeup because I apply my shimmer with my fingers, so I can just clean my fingers right at my desk. So yeah, 1 it's fine. Face washes, I currently have 3. I want to get down to 2, those being 1 for in the shower, usually a liquid one, and 1 for my sink. I like to have an exfoliating one, so my shower one would probably be my normal face wash, and my sink one would probably be my exfoliating scrubbing face wash, which is pretty much how I have them now. But I also have a Belif cleansing balm, so I want to get done with that. Next up we have face moisturizer, and I currently have 32, most of them being samples, but it's still way too much. I want to get down to 2, and my plan is to have 1 night moisturizer and 1 day moisturizer. I think that would be perfectly fine. I prefer a lighter moisturizer for during the day, but I need a heavier moisturizer for the night, so yeah, that would be perfect. Next up we have SPF, and I currently have 3. I want to get down to 1. I know you are technically supposed to wear SPF every day, and I actually have been doing it, but that's just because I have more SPF than I want to have. It's just to use them up because it's not my thing, honestly. I don't know, I have my own beliefs and I'm not going to discuss it because I'm not trying to convince anyone else, but yeah, it's a personal thing, okay? I'm not going to go into it because I don't want anyone to get angry for such a thing, especially because it's something so personal that if I'm like harming anyone, it's just myself. Next up we have face masks, and I have 21, which is quite a bit. I want to get down to 4. I don't really have an idea of which 4, I just know that I want to have an hydrating one. Other than that, just anything that I see I can try, but yeah, 4 would be my limit. Shower gel and soaps, I'm at 6 and I want to get down to 4. What I'm thinking is 1 shower gel, 1 soap for the shower, 1 soap for my hands, and just a backup soap or something like that. I want to have a shower gel because I use it to mix it with sugar to make my own body scrub. So yeah, body moisturizer, I'm at 11. I want to get down to 4. The 4 that I'm thinking of owning is a body oil, a lighter body moisturizer, an heavier body moisturizer, and then it can be like a chest moisturizer because I usually use face stuff on my chest area because it's pretty sensitive, or maybe an extra body moisturizer that I'm just trying, a backup, whatever. Once again, it's some wiggle room. Next up we have hand creams, and I'm counting my cuticle oil as well in this category, so I'm at 2. I want to stay at 2, my cuticle oil plus an hand cream. Shampoo, I currently have 11, quite a bit. I want to get down to 3, and the 3 that I want to have is a more deep cleansing shampoo, my favorite shampoo that I still have quite a bit of backups, but ultimately I want to only have that one, and then one that I'm trying, one that someone tried and they cluttered to me because they didn't like it, something, one backup, once again, wiggle room. Next up we have hair masks, and currently I have 12. It's the shame all over again. I want to get down to 2. So that can be one hair mask that I actually enjoy, plus one hair mask that was decluttered to me, a backup, something that I'm trying, a sample that I was given, wiggle room. I think it's the theme for this whole concept, is wiggle room. Fragrances, I currently have 17. I want to get down to 7. Once again, I don't really know how many fragrances I want to have, so I just looked through my stash and was like, okay, I could do without this one, and I came down to 7 fragrances. So yeah, I think that would be way more comfortable for me. Also, those would include some samples, so it's not quite as overwhelming. Next up, we have nail base and top coats. And for those, I want to have 4. Those being a 2-in-1 that I can use with my eyeshadows, a treatment for my nails as a base coat, a quick dry top coat, and the hybrid top coat that I have to use with my hybrid nail polishes from Andrea. That would be it. Nail polishes, I'm at 26, and once again, as I don't know how many I would like to have, the ones that I would do without would be 4. So I want to be at 22. Miscellaneous items, which is my thermal water, I'm at 1. I would like to be at 0, but I don't sweat it if I don't get there too quickly. It's fine. It's not bothering me. Lip balms, I'm at 3, and I want to be at 2. Those being a more day-to-day lip balm that I can just reapply on the go, and an actually heavier lip balm, lip mask type that I can apply before bed. At the moment, I'm at 3, so it's not too hard, but it takes me quite a while to go through lip balms. Lip scrubs or exfoliators, I'm at 1. I want to be at 1. It comes in handy when my lips are chapped, which is pretty regularly, so yeah, 1 would be perfect. Next up, we have nail dryer spray. I'm at 2. I want to be at 1, just an in-case item, but once again, it's not bothering me too much. Cuticle removers. I changed that category name to miscellaneous, and I have cuticle remover, a nail serum, and a nail polish thinner. So I have 3 products. I want to get down to 1, which would just be my nail polish thinner. Then we have serums, face serums. I'm at 3. I want to be at 0. I don't see the point in them. I just prefer moisturizer. Then we have dry shampoo. I'm at 1, and with my current experience with them, I prefer to be at 0 and not have any, but once I finish the one that I currently have, if I see another one that I want to try, I might do it. I'm going to be honest, but yeah, at the moment, I don't see the point. For leave-in treatments for my hair, I have currently 3. I want to get down to 1. Yeah, I just have my favorite, or my current favorite, because it was discontinued. I also have a backup of that, so I want to get down to 1. And I have an hair oil. Gosh, words. I have an hair oil, but I don't know if that will work with my hair too well. Conditioners, I have 4. I want to get down to 1 because it's just conditioner. It's like nothing special. It's just a conditioner. 1, it's fine. Pre-shampoo, I'm at 1, and I'm going to keep it at 1, my goal. But I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know if it will make a difference or not. So my goal might be reduced. Tanning products, I have 2, one being a self-tanning lotion and one a post-sun moisturizer, I think. I want to just have a self-tanning lotion. That would be perfectly fine. So yeah. Then lastly, eyebrow serums. I have 1. I don't mind having 1. I'm not sure if it makes any difference, but 1 it's fine with me, so I'm going to keep my goal being at 1. So I have 176 beauty products, and with my goals I want to be down to 68 products. So that would be a total of 108 items being used up, which is so much stuff. I have no idea of when I would get there, but that is my current goal. This video was pretty much inspired by Lara from Lara Likes Mascara. I'm not being able to talk today. So yeah, I totally forgot to mention it in the intro, but I saw a video similar to this one a few months ago, I think it was, and I thought it was a great idea, so you guys can have an idea of where I am versus where I want to be. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't judge me too hard, although you guys pretty much never judge me. Honestly, you are the sweetest people. But yeah, it's still a little bit shameful, although I've made my peace with the majority of my numbers. Also, I'm so sorry I'm not being able to talk today. But yeah, it is what it is. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me a like if you did. Leave me a comment if you feel like it, and subscribe if you haven't already, since my channel is all about project planning and using up your stash. I'll see you next time. Bye!